Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the mod. So, as promised, because the Season 8 finale is apparently a massive headache, I had to delay it, not only 1 week, but 2 weeks so far. So in return, you're getting a mod a lot sooner. You're actually going to get this closer to Christmas, not the week of Christmas, or not that close, but you know what I mean. You're going to get it close to that, or if I decided to move it to January, you actually would have got all the way in January. So you're getting this a lot earlier. So there you go, you're welcome. But that does mean that Zach and Isabel are going to be back on the chopping block today.
Great.
Yeah. Now, I did check this act, because we're in Act 1 now, we're no longer in the prologue. The first act, doesn't have as many choices as the prologue did. The prologue was sort of like a... it's a prologue, so you know what a prologue is. This Act 1 does not have as many choices as the prologue did, so keep that in mind. But there's still going to be some choices that Zach and Isabel are going to have to make. So, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. So we have load game. We have all of one already done. This is how many choices there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 choices, it looks like. So, 9 choices in the prologue.
9.
There's less in this one, don't worry. But we're
like a whole 1, I bet.
Yeah, that's right. No, the Act 1, besides maybe Act 3 or 4, Act 1 has the least amount of choices as far as I'm aware. So we're on to Act 1, the mysterious murder, as you can see. So let's just dive in. So remember, I am Monica. So if you didn't watch the DDLC, like the normal DDLC, I'd recommend you go do that. So I voiced Monica because we rock, paper, scissors, and I won. Isabel's Yuri and Sayori, although Sayori's dead, so you know, she's just Yuri right now.
I only have to voice Yuri.
You just have to voice Yuri. And then I'm Natsuki because everyone that played this game voiced her as like a Buff Suki or whatever. So I do that too. There's also like the narrator, so I also voice that. So Zach's just along for the ride. He's the one that
the analyzer.
He's the analyzer, and he's also him not being able to talk, he can hear it, which I think he's better at like hearing things and associating stuff with it. So yeah, Act 1, the mysterious murder. Let's do it. Now, I believe this, because there's 10 acts, I believe this will be a little bit shorter than the prologue, if I recall. Anyway, Monica lays down on her couch and sleeps for the rest of the day. She wakes up the next day, ready for school. I can't believe that there's school today. I forgot your voice. I wanted to investigate Sayori's death. It's too simple. Too convenient. Obviously, this isn't how the game is supposed to function, which means someone is controlling this. I no longer have control, if I ever had it in the first place. Sayori's dead. I was never really that nice to her, but with my knowledge of the other worlds, I know we will only survive if we work together. If I can exit this game, maybe she will come back. I have to do it for her. I also need to figure out who was sick enough to kill her. They must have had a reason, and it better be a good one. Monica grabs her school supplies and starts to head to school. Her backpack was much lighter this time since she left some of her school supplies at the school yesterday.
Sounds like a skill issue.
No, are you dumb?
What?
Sayori. She was the last person that deserved that. Who would be sick enough to do this? It would have to be someone that knew her, right? She didn't have many friends, so this should be pretty easy to figure out. At least it should be. Wait a minute. Sarah was only programmed to know the club members. She didn't have any other friends. No, they wouldn't. I shouldn't think so lowly of them. I'm probably just paranoid. They aren't even programmed to kill, so why am I so concerned? Monica continues to worry about her friends as she approaches the school. The mist continues to cover the building. She eagerly waits for the doors to open. Luckily, she was on time, so the doors opened right up. Monica walks upstairs to her first class.
Alright, quick timeout, real quick. I just want to talk about... Just want to mention something real quick about...
Okay.
She's insisting that... I think she's insisting that Natsuki and Yuri wouldn't be low enough to kill them, and they're programmed to, but if someone else is in control, and, like, things are being programmed differently, I mean, it could. I just want to put that out there.
Well, you can do live theory crafting if you want. Because, like, you're like I said at the very beginning, you're taking in stuff from a different perspective. Because first of all, I'm the creator, so I don't care. But Isabel is, like, actively reading some of the parts, so she might be missing stuff even her characters are saying. So, well, her character. The other one's dead.
Yeah, the other one's dead.
But either way, she might be missing stuff. So you're actually taking it like a viewer would be. So you're getting more information than she would be. So that's actually good for you to like sort of point out stuff to her because she might not have thought of that.
Yeah, it was just something that I thought about.
So yeah, if you want me to stop, then just tell me because I'm continuing.
Yeah, so I want to do some talking too since I also know something. So Monica did mention, like, whoever was the one that was programming it probably maybe changed the programming of maybe, like, not just Yuri and Natsuki, maybe even Sayori, but maybe even for Monica, so Monica would have a lower chance of, like, suspecting, like, maybe, like, if Yuri or Natsuki were the one to kill Sayori, if they're even the ones who did it. So it would be like, because Monica mentioned like they won't do that, but she thinks that because her program could have been like, it could have been like messed around with by whoever's doing this. I do think that there could be some messing around with Monica's code as well, which I think could come into importance later, but we'll see. Yeah.
Am I continuing?
You can continue
okay.
now.
The first couple of classes were as boring as ever, and Monica never really paid much attention to them, as no one does. Once they were over, Monica was eager to get to the club room and talk to the others.
I mean, it depends on the class, though. If it's English, then yeah, screw English.
Monica was the first to enter the club room, and you know, it's Monica. Since she's so smart, she would probably have like a AP science or mathematics.
World, AP calculus.
AP calculus, yeah, that's what she wrote.
Frickin' try hard.
Monica was the first to enter the club room, and she was surprised to find that even Yuri wasn't here, even in the room yet. Monica sits down at her desk and awaits the others. Here we go. Oh, hi, Monica. How are you? I know Sierra was your friend. I'm doing fine. I just wanted to know who killed her. I'm a bit worried. Oh, that's the same voice. It's fine. There's a killer running around, and I don't know if I'm safe anymore. I can promise you that nothing will happen to you inside this club room. Anything outside this room is out of my control, I'm afraid. Have you seen Yuri? No, I haven't seen her at all today. Normally we pass each other in the hallways, but I never saw her. What? Why? Have you seen her? No, that's why I asked. I saw her yesterday at her house, but I figured she would be here. She'd be here today. Wait, you saw her yesterday? The town was on lockdown. How did you see each other? I was already outside when I found out about the lockdown. She should be here. She never skipped school. You seem pretty calm. Are you sure you're okay, Monica? I honestly don't know. My mind is clustered. A lot has happened in the last couple of days. I just don't know what to do. Natsuki gives Monica a hug, which surprises her. Thanks, Natsuki. That's very nice of you. Now, don't just give those out, so be grateful. I am, don't worry. Oh, well, speak of the devil.
Oh. Hello, Monica. Hello, Natsuki.
Talk louder.
Is something going on?
Project.
No, Natsuki. No, not really. We were just talking about Sayori.
Oh.
An awkward silence fills the club room. Each of the girls looks around, waiting for someone to start the conversation.
Monica, if you need time alone or if you need some space, me and Natsuki can just go home.
No, that's quite alright, Yuri. I'll be fine.
If you're sure, Monica, I'm going to sit down and read my book if you don't mind.
Of course. Yuri heads to a random desk and sits down. She then pulls a strange-looking book out of her bag and starts reading it. She seems calm. I'm suspicious of her as well. She seemed pretty calm at her house, too. Wait, what do you mean you're suspicious of her? She's a bit too calm for what's been happening. So what are you saying? You think she's... No, of course not. I just think she's acting a bit strange. Maybe if you go and talk to her about it, she might tell you why she's been acting so strange. Well, unless you have something planned for today, I might just go read my manga in the corner like a nerd. Of course, Natsuki, go ahead. I'll be at my desk if you need anything. Thanks, Monica. Maybe I should go talk to one of them. Natsuki seems more willing to talk, but Yuri seems to be hiding something. I don't know if I'll have time to talk to them both, since after-school activities have been shortened.
Oh, so, okay.
Alright, so first off, I think Yuri is being kind of the obvious thing.
She's been like the obvious one, but Ethan is not like... Okay, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but...
You can do live theory. I just said this is that. You can do live theory crafting if you want. You can jump as far as you want.
Like, make the killer as like... He would want to like make it not so obvious, but... Because right now, how Yuri is acting, it's almost as if she's being too obvious, which is not something I would think Ethan would do.
I think maybe Natsuki is like being like, oh yeah, she's being a little strange. Oh, she's being a little strange little pickle over there.
Because
what you're talking about.
And so she's actually the killer at the very end.
Because
In all seriousness, it could be either one.
it could be.
But I think Yuri
Anyone.
is the more clear option, and we kind of figure out why she's being so suspicious. I'd say Yuri.
Yeah, because from the trailer, the things that were like sent it, like killers try to like blend in as good as possible and like all that other stuff. I'm trying to take note of that because of like, yeah.
Very true.
I would.
Plus, there's like that whole like beach thing.
Oh, you're thinking of the most recent one, I think. With the narrator that said it?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was killers hide in plain sight, and that's the quote you're looking for. If that wasn't the talking guy, it was in one of them. I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, I forgot.
But it's killers hide in plain sight.
Yeah, I forgot most of the stuff that was said. I may have to rewatch it to get some more information, but since
There is a playlist of trailers.
I couldn't do that. Yeah, so since we already kind of got some information from Natsuki, we can go to Yuri, but I'm worried that Yuri will just try to like
Get away
refuse
and
to
push.
talk,
Well, then push her even farther.
which means that we would get like teeny bits of information of her being suspicious, but if she refuses to talk, then we kind of get nothing out of it, and we're kind of like and then we won't get the choice to get to talk to Natsuki if she has anything.
Well, I think we still go with Yuri though.
I kind of do want to go with Yuri, so
Alright, locking in Yuri then?
yes.
Alright, locking it in.
You just gotta push her till it says something. If you have someone in your life that doesn't want to talk, just keep pushing them until they finally cave in and talk.
I'm not gonna.
Life lessons from yours truly.
Never listen
to any life lesson from Zachary.
Hey.
Advice Zachary gives you.
I think that's pretty good.
No.
Never
Alright.
listen to any of his advice.
I should go talk to Yuri. She seems a bit off. Hi, Yuri. You doing okay?
Oh, hey Monica. You started with me. Yes, I'm doing alright. What about you?
I'm doing fine, but I am worried about you.
Oh, you don't need to worry about me, Monica. I didn't know her that well, so I'm not upset or anything.
No, but wouldn't you still feel worried or scared? There's still a killer walking around and they haven't caught them yet.
I have faith that the police will handle it. Plus, the school has great security. I don't think whoever did this would even come out to our school anyway.
You're doing alright over there?
I don't think I am.
Illiterate Isabel.
Maybe, but this person clearly went after Sayori, meaning they must have known her and had a vendetta against her.
Well, that's another thing. We don't know the full story. For all we know, this could be an accident.
So that's why you're not concerned?
There's more to it than that, Monica. I do feel less safe than I did before, but I'm not worried about it that much.
I just want to make sure you and Natsuki feel safe, that's all.
Thanks, Monica. That's very nice of you.
Monica takes a peek at what Yuri's reading. She sees the title of the book, Digital Worlds. What are you reading, Yuri?
I'm reading a book called Digital Worlds. It's about this girl who gets trapped in a dark void. She realizes that she can't get out by herself, so she seeks help. Once she gets help, they notice that an evil entity is trying to kill them. That's about as far as I gotten. That
sounds pretty intense, Yuri.
The author is trying to convey a sense of fear in that reader. It's been pretty effective so far.
You're just adding words. You're just adding words at this point.
Seriously.
Bruh, I'm not a very
Ethan
good
messes
reader.
up words upon oblivion. Isabel just doesn't.
No.
Isabel just adds words.
No, I say words that are correct. That's the thing.
Erkinson.
Yeah, Erkinson, that's correct.
Erkinson.
And that it will never not be Erkinson.
Erickson.
No.
First.
Erkinson.
And second,
Get it
your
right.
bad skills.
Erkinson, get it
Oh
right.
my God.
You just have never heard of the word Erkinson before. You're like,
Yeah,
you're
you haven't.
Erkinson-ist
And you
or
never-
whatever.
And you clearly never heard Erickson.
I'm sorry, guys, if your name is Erkinson. I really apologize. Zach just hates you. That's just how it is.
Erkinson, you don't exist.
That's just how it is, yep. Anyway. Well, I'll let you get back to it.
Thanks, Monica. If you need me, I'll be here.
She seems well.
Too
Although
well.
she did mention that Sayori's death could be an accident. But why would she say that when she knows it was a murder? Is there something she's not telling me? I shouldn't be worrying about it too much. I should just focus on more reliable suspects. This game, if it can even be called that, seems to be completely different than anything else that Metaverse has created.
I think it's a game.
Unless this is the new virtual machine, or maybe this wasn't made by them at all. I just don't understand why someone would murder Sayori. What would the motive be? She was sweet, kind. Someone needed her gone. I needed her to get me out of here. Now what am I going to do? I guess I just had to find another way.
Okay, timeout.
Okay.
Yuri is being way too calm right now. She would be... Yuri is like... I think it would be a lot more scared in this kind of situation.
Then again, she's being the too obvious one.
Again,
Think about that.
Yeah, that's true. Being too obvious. It's gonna. It might be like a subversion of expectations, like the twist villain. Either that, or it's a double reverse psychology, where it's making you think that it's the other one because it's being too obvious, but it was actually that person all along. Or
that can really go on forever.
In all seriousness, I do think that Yuri's being too obvious about it.
Yuri is showing the two obvious like signs, and for Natsuki, we haven't gotten many signs of her yet. So I kind of wanna like get some signs from her, and then like compare the two signs, because Yuri's being far too obvious. Natsuki, we haven't gotten like much more like.
We haven't got a whole lot of her point of view of this whole situation.
The only thing we've gotten is that she doesn't feel safe anymore because like there's a killer.
Yeah.
But Yuri said Yuri said that she's relying on the she's just relying on other things to be safe. And she said that, and like. They went on, like, did the whole entire town go on lockdown because someone was killed? Wouldn't you, like, if it was an accident, why would I don't think the town would go on lockdown. There would just be, like, main news about, like, someone dying of an accident rather than the entire town going on lockdown.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Alright. Well, I guess that concludes our meeting for today. We're already, but it's only been like 30 minutes. Ever since the incident, the school has shortened after-school activities, so now our meetings are only 10 minutes long. Get wrecked, Natsuki. It was 10.
Loser!
Well, at least we still get to see each other, right?
The room grows quiet. Both Monika and Natsuki look away, not knowing how to answer. Well, I have to lock up the club room, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, Monika. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Natsuki calmly leaves the club room as Yuri follows behind.
I better head out too, Monika. I'll see you tomorrow as well.
Sure thing, Yuri. Be careful out there.
You as well, Monika.
Yuri exits the club room, leaving Monika alone. I shouldn't be so paranoid. They seem calm. I shouldn't assume they did something to Sayori. Monika starts packing up her things as she starts to exit the club room. After locking the door, she heads home. I know I said I shouldn't be so paranoid, but I have to go looking for clues. I have to find out who killed her. It's only right. I should go out at night. People might question me if I go out now. Several hours pass. Okay, if I want to look for clues, I should search for areas around her house. Or maybe the killer thought about that. The park is right across from her house. That might yield some clues. But then again, if I truly believe that one of my friends killed her, I should search the school.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, so,
So, do you guys remember the trailer? Do you know what this is? Not all of them, like the most recent one, the one with the narrator in it.
I believe so.
Was it just a screen?
What?
Was it just the screen?
No, it's about what he said. So they remember it was a gameplay trailer. So what it said, because clearly you don't remember, is that it said at the end of every night, Monika goes looking for clues. That's what this is.
Oh.
So right now you're on a clue hunt. So what she said just there is, around the park is right next to her house, so that might yield some clues. Or if you believe that it's one of those two, then you should search the school. That's what she's saying.
I mean,
this is the only hint I'm giving you. Every night after this is going to be just your intuition and stuff.
I mean, to be fair,
okay.
Who else is gonna be the killer? Who else is it? Because there's no one else in this universe that we know of. No other named people outside of MC, though I highly doubt he has to do with anything. So who else would it be? In this universe, it might be an outside force, maybe the person who's running this whole shebang, but
yeah, because
there's no other people. But to be fair, I don't think there would be a whole lot of stuff at the school. It depends on where she died, because I don't know where.
Because the last place we saw her was the park.
True.
But the school is like, if we want to get more information on Yuri and or Natsuki.
I'd say go with the park, to be honest. It gets the direct source. The crime, what we think is the crime scene, the area close to it, we can get, I think, maybe some clues on that aspect. Unless if you think the school's a better option.
I think the park is a better option.
Alright, am I locking in park then?
Lock it in, locked in, loaded.
Alright. Let's save. We're on page 3 now. We're gonna get to page 9 before we even reach Act 5 or
So,
something.
what are we gonna do about that?
I just override the act, like the prologue saves.
Oh, yeah.
We're not gonna need to go back. We're not gonna need to go back to them.
Yeah, no.
No, you do.
If you guys play this game, then if you wanted to go back to a previous save like a prologue, then I'm sorry, because like there's too many saves.
you ain't doing
I mean,
that.
you also don't have to save after every choice. We're doing this for the convenience of case like the universe dies and we have to go we have to restart the game or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, going to the park probably will yield the most results. Walking past Yuri's house, Monica started to feel lightheaded. The knowledge that she could have done something that night still scars her. She felt a cold chill run up her arm and back, almost like something was watching her as she passed by. She brushes it off as she continues to the park.
Scary.
Scary.
Clues. Blue's Clues. The last place I had talked to her was right here, so there must be something here.
Come on, Scooby-Doo gang.
Wait a minute. What's this? Monica walks over to a bench with a weird-looking note on it. Monica reads it out loud. There she is. Today's the day. It's go big or go home. Problem is, she's hanging out with Monica. It's a bit late for that, but whatever. Hopefully they will split up soon. Once they do, my plan will be set in motion. I didn't want to do this. Didn't have to be this way. I wish fate had picked a different person, but... There. They are finally departing. Suri looks like she's in a hurry. There's no way she knows, right? I should do this quickly. I'll have to hide my knife nearby. The rest of the letter is torn. This is it. This is their letter. Who's sick enough to do this? They sound way too calm about it. Just like them. No, I was right all along, wasn't I? It was one of them. Whoever this is mentioned that they hid their knife somewhere. I must find it. Monica starts looking around the park, desperately looking for evidence. She eventually gives up when she doesn't find anything. No, there's nothing here. Did they lie? Of course. Why would they write a note about where they left their weapon? The police surely would have found it. There must be answers somewhere. Monica looks around until she sees something strange out of the corner of her eye. Wait. A black figure starts walking into Sayori's house, past the yellow police tape. That's gotta be them. Monica runs after them and enters Sayori's house. Hey, stop! Monica yells after them, but it seemed to have no effect. The person runs up to Sarah's room and slams the door shut. Before heading up to the room, Monica grabs a small kitchen knife for defense.
Defense spelled incorrectly.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure
Monica, that's spelled correctly. I even double-checked it.
Whatever.
Monica quickly runs up to the stairs and opens the door. Monica looks around the room, only to find an open window. No, they got away. Monica looked to the ground in sadness. Her one chance to catch them was gone. Monica grabs her cell phone and calls the police, hoping they will find some new evidence. Once they arrive, Monica explains the situation and shows them the scene. Monica leaves the scene, letting the police do their job. Before leaving, Monica also hands the police the note that she found in the park, hoping they could tie it to someone. Monica hops into bed to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. Alright, there we go. That's Act 1. So let me save here.
Okay, first of all...
There we go.
We got some big information.
Okay, but now...
We got some juicy ones.
What I first want to say is, Monica, if it was one of the two, she could have... Unless if they tried to change it, then she could have seen what the handwriting was. And if the killer was stupid enough, and if it was the same handwriting or the same mannerisms of the handwriting, then she could tell who wrote it out of the other two. Because a knife, obviously, it correlates with Yuri, so that's a kind of a correlation. I think... But again, it could make you wanted to think, and it could be Natsuki the whole time, but it could be double reverse psychology. In all seriousness, this
we can
was
also
big.
we can also use like the wording of like the wording that was in the note.
Yeah, like
Because like Yuri uses like usually like complex words or like stuff like that, while Natsuki is more on like the most simpler and basic side.
white Stanley
just
Cup.
says like, oh yeah, wow.
Equals can fly. People can try. That's about it.
Yeah, he was. Well, people could drive. No, that's about it. Yeah, but I mean, I guess Yuri wouldn't have to do that for like that kind of note. But then again, I mean, to be fair, why would someone write that? Why would they write that? Someone who writes a lot. Yuri! Or maybe double die.
Why would they? My question is, why would they leave such a big evidence just lying on the post?
Why?
Why would they do that if they
That's
wanted
so
to get away
stupid.
with it? That's my other question. Which makes me think that it could be like a framed thing.
It could be fake. It could be fake, but I'm not too sure. But I do think that going to the park was big, and I do think that it may have been better than going to the school.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Though maybe going to the school had a time loop thingy, mabobber.
No, the evidence. I was just going to point that out right now because I don't want that to sway your choices from future. Your choices for the clues should all be dependent on what you think is true. So there's no time loops there. There'd be time loops like outside of the clue investigation, but not during it. The same thing, because otherwise that'd just be stupid. Because like you go to a place for clues and it's a time loop and you get nothing. So it'd be kind of dumb. Because then you're forced to go down the whatever the other path is.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, these are purely based on what you believe is true. So what Monica said. So every time Monica is going to give you your two options and give you her opinion on what you think what they both are. So this time she said the park was near the crime scene. There could be clues there, which there ended up being. And then for the school, she said if I truly believe it's one of those two, I should go there. Which I'm not going to tell you what happens over there, obviously. But once the game does come out, you guys can go figure that out for yourself, because obviously we're not going to go back and do that. We're just progressing in terms of one timeline. Act 2, I believe, is a little bit longer, and I believe it has a bit more choices. Act 1, and I think it's 3. I think Act 1 and 3 are the two ones that don't have a whole lot of choices. But they ramp up from there, obviously. So yeah, this was pretty interesting. They did some live theory crafting. I think that should be a thing that you guys do from now on. Because you don't have these guys write theories for like the ARG stuff. This is ARG related, sure, but it's not like it's not the breaking free timeline thing. So yeah, but so yeah, let us know what you think they did right. What do you think they did? I mean, there's 3 choices they did. So let them know what you think they did right and what they did wrong. If you think they did something wrong. Let us know your thoughts of what you think's going on and what you think the clues could point to. There, I will say, I mean, this is just going to be a thing going forward for eternity. There is things that these guys read that they didn't pick up on. So let's see if you guys will do that. I'm sure Chosen's he's gonna find everything. He's gonna predict the end of the game. It's gonna be already over. But yeah, so do that in the comment section and let us know. And if last time I gave you a time frame for the mod, the next Act 3 might be January, sometime then, or maybe February if I push it back that far. We'll see. Either way, it'll be coming soon, so keep your eye out for that. Just because it's coming up relatively soon for the week of Christmas, which the week of Christmas is a Monday. So we're not recording Monday, we wouldn't be recording Sunday, so it'd be the week before Christmas, basically. We're going to be doing Christmas specials that week, so games that either are Christmas themed or maybe, I know what we're going to be doing, one of them is Geometry Dash. We're going to be going into Christmas levels, which is what we did last time. So that's going to be pretty fun. So it's going to be all about a Christmas and holiday cheer stuff, so get ready for that week. It's sort of like Spooktober, but for Christmas stuff. Although I don't have like a dedicated playlist for it, because it's just Christmas specials, I guess. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. So if you want to see the first part of the mod, or if you're watching this in the future, all the rest of the parts are on the left there. If you want to check out the actual DDLC playlist, I think I can recommend that. I'll have to see. If you want to check that out, go check that out on the right. If you like the content you're seeing, please consider subscribing. Try to finish every series we can, except for Louis Man, because Louis equals Luigi, and no one likes him. It's Luigi. Luigi's the killer. It's always been there.
It was Luigi!
Wouldn't that just be the biggest slap in the face? You're thinking it's like, oh, it's got to be Yuri, Natsuki, or it's maybe this other force. It's like, there's just Waluigi's in the background.
Waluigi's
He's like, wah, she beat me in tennis, wah. Yeah, that'd be a story I'd make.
She got more respect and smash than I did. Wah.
Oh yeah, she did, because you got a song.
She got a song and smash.
I can't believe it. Anyway,
that's funny.
So yeah, but anyway. So also we have me and my friends have a podcast. You guys listen to any type of stream platform. We're called The Provokers. So anywhere you get your podcast, type that in, we'll be there. We also have merch. The 80s event has ended, but all the other stuff is there too, so you can go check that out. We have a hashtag I'm Zachary shirt, a popular favorite. We have a ARG related stuff. We have puzzles. We have posters. So if you actually wanted the posters as a physical copy, because I show them off in the community thing, but those aren't physical, obviously. So if you want them as a physical thing hanging on your wall, then you can go get those as well. We have a season 6, because season 6 where poster started, and then 7, and then 8 will eventually be up there. It's once 8 concludes, 8 will be up there. Assuming that season 8 finale comes out at some point soon.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Exactly. Which might be never. It's like purgatory.
Literally everything that could have gone wrong has, and in fact, another new thing that came up that went wrong did. So basically, I said this in a video at some point. There will be a breakdown of breaking free lockdown video, all about what went wrong. It's going to be like a 20-minute video because there's so much that went wrong. It's unbelievable.
It's like, what
it will be worth it, though. I will promise you this. It will be worth it. And to be honest, it gives you... So there's a lost episode description that's been staying there for a while because that is a puzzle that will be important for the Season 8 finale. So it actually gives you more time to sort of figure it out if you haven't already. So yeah. But it will come out soon. I'm ironing out the last final details here. I'm just hoping and praying that the one thing that's left that didn't go wrong still doesn't, because it still could. But I'm just hoping it doesn't. And if it doesn't go wrong, then you can actually probably expect to see it this Sunday. Or sorry, not this Sunday. This Monday. We're not going to be here Sunday. This Monday. If it happens to go wrong again, then I don't know. I'll just cry. Yeah, so that's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.